I do face problem while
Hmm.
talking to those who I already know that they are good at communication. So that time I
Hmm.
become nervous. So it happened to you also. Sometimes if
It,
we are consuming lots of English, no.
because when you have a casual conversation, you have nothing to lose and nothing to gain. I went out, I took a sip of water. For public speaking as well, I have a trick actually. I learned this through a TED Talk video. Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos. The atmosphere is like very, lively. I'll show you the lake. Just give me a second. Okay. Hello.
Yes, yes. Now
Is
I
it
am
okay
okay.
now?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I just came outside. So yeah, my name is Himanshu and I'll be your tutor for this session. Okay. And I suppose this is our first session together, right?
yes. This is our first time.
Okay. So can you tell me something about yourself and then we'll start.
Yes, I'm teaching CDP as well as I'm also preparing for civil services, and sometimes
Okay.
I'm also uploading this video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Clapingo sessions to upload my
Mm-hmm.
video in my
Okay.
small
So
YouTube channel.
so you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
So what kind of videos do you post over there?
Basically, I'm uploading conversational video as well as
Mm-hmm.
whenever I go outside for any tour.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
uploading
Okay.
travel.
And how long have you been in Clapingo? Like how many sessions have you taken
I
so far?
have been using this for last, you must say, 1 year or more than
One
that.
year. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
but not.
Very well.
Yeah,
But we're connecting for the first time, I suppose.
yes.
So do you work somewhere? Or?
Online teacher. I'm teaching CDC, child development.
Okay, child development. Okay, very nice. So tell me, how was your overall experience in Clapingo so far, like throughout this year, 1 year?
I think it's a great experience because while talking to good people, those who already know very good English, so you can,
Mm-hmm.
whatever problem you have,
Hmm.
you can share your problem as well as you can get new opportunity to talk with good people so that you also become
Hmm.
good.
Yeah, definitely. So if I had to ask you, what do you think about your communication? What kind of challenges do you face when you speak to someone, maybe for the first time?
I think I'm good at communication. I know how to make sentence as well as I have good vocabulary power. But the thing is
Mm-hmm.
that whenever I'm talking to any stranger, so
Okay.
what happens? Words are not coming instantly. Okay. Sometimes, exact word, I think I may forget. So it happens. So because of that, I sometimes, I become nervous. So I think this is
Mm.
a great platform because they are giving friendly and good ambience to talk with good people and good. They are just like friend. Okay. So I think Clapping
Absolutely.
goes to remove
Mm.
your hesitation and gain some
Mm.
confidence.
Mm. Very well. Yeah, actually, this is the kind of environment you get in Clapingo. So it's not. It's more of a teacher and student relationship. It's like two friends having a normal conversation, and the person who's the tutor will give you some feedback at the end of the session. So this is how it works. And you've spent over 1 year, so I think you must have had a word with a lot of tutors already, right?
Yes.
Or like, do you just go with two, three specific tutors, or do you try to talk to different tutors every single session? How does it
Yes.
go for you?
No, because in this Clappingo, you never get. It's very hard to find a same tutor every time. Okay, so for
Mm-hmm.
me, I usually get different tutors.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, wha- so what about you? As I said that I do face problem while
Mm.
talking to those who I already know that they are good at communication. So that time I
Mm-hmm.
become nervous. So it happened to you also. Sometimes if you
It,
feel that
yeah, definitely. Even if I talk to a native speaker, maybe I'm okay with one-on-one conversation, like over a Zoom call or anything. But recently, I've been to Dharamshala. There, I met a lot of foreigners, like from Israel and from Italy and all. So I was having normal chit chat with them. But whenever there are like more people, like 10 to 11 people, and I have to speak in front of them, yes, I do feel hesitation, and it's quite normal. Initially, you feel it, but after a while, when you get comfortable, you don't feel it because now you have created a bond, a kind of you have exchanged energies. So it usually doesn't matter after some time. But yeah, initially for 2 to 3 minutes, you feel hesitation, and that's quite normal, I suppose.
nowadays we are consuming lots of English, no? Because of
Yeah.
that, we are comfortable with this language. But still,
Absolutely.
whenever you are going for any interview, that time,
Hmm.
so what happened?
Hmm.
Words are coming out because I don't instantly whatever topic is there, so you don't find it out the exact word.
It happens actually. And you know what? An interview and a casual conversation is extremely different, because when you have a casual conversation, you have nothing to lose and nothing to gain. But when you go for an interview, you have a job to get or maybe to lose. So that time you become nervous that whether I'm going to get the job or not. So in those cases also, I always I don't focus on the goal. I just focus on my efforts, like how well can I speak exactly. So this has been great for me. And initially, when I used to work for BPOs, I've worked for international BPOs. I've worked for the credit card process of Bank of America in Noida. So there, I was fumbling and I was very nervous. And the person who was conducting the interview said, "Okay, first of all, relax, go out, take some fresh air, and then come back. Talk to yourself." I went out. I took a sip of water, and then I came back, and it went really well because he was quite supportive. Not everyone is supportive. Like you won't get any person who's like conducting an interview extremely supportive. They will just, they don't care actually, but they have lots of candidates. But maybe he saw someone in something in me, man, and then he gave me this opportunity. So like that was also a good experience. So you should always relax. Yeah, you should calm your nervous system before speaking to someone. Maybe, okay, have you ever spoken in public? Maybe an event or something, gathering and all, anything?
In my school days and in my
Hmm.
college days, where whenever I have to give speech in front of lots of students,
Yes.
so it's natural. That time also I become nervous.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah, it's true. Even I
Mm,
know I can practice so many times, but whenever you are speaking in front of lots of students, so I
mm,
don't know what happened. You start fumbling, words are not coming out instantly. So, but it's okay. We all facing this kind of problem. But thing is that if you do again and again the same thing, you become
mm.
comfortable. So it's natural.
For public speaking as well, I have a trick actually. I learned this through a TED Talk video. So there was a speaker, she told that whenever you're speaking in front of 10 or 15 people, like a group of people, so what you do is you focus on one person, maintain eye contact for a while, and then you switch the focus to some other person, and then you switch. So it feels like you're talking to one person. And talking to one person, it's quite easy rather than talking to a group of 100 people. So she told that you should use the stage where you are on, where you're at, and you should show your body movements and all, and you should try to be relaxed, and you should try to speak as slowly as you can. That is the thing. So there are courses for public speaking also, but they also teach the same thing, to relax, to be in the center, basically. Because the moment you get anxious, even if you know a lot of things, even if you are the most fluent person, you will make mistakes and you will fumble. So this is how our brains are wired actually, because we have this fear of being judged, and we are a fear of committing a mistake, which we're not supposed to do. So this is
Yeah,
how it works.
that's true. Subconsciously it's in our
Hmm.
mind that people may judge us. Okay, because of that only we become nervous. Otherwise,
Hmm.
I'm very good at speaking, but the thing is that
Hmm.
I don't know what happened to me. I'm talking to you, I
Hmm.
feel that you are superior than me. Okay. So
No,
because
it's not like that.
of that, sometimes, if somebody asks me anything, I become totally blank and I don't know what I have to say.
Hmm,
So
hmm,
sometimes I'm not articulate my thoughts because of that.
hmm.
But later on I realized,
So,
oh, it's a very simple thing. I have to speak
hmm.
something. It's like that.
So I'll tell you something. It's not about being superior or inferior. The thing is that no matter how hard you try, there will always be a person who will be better than you in everything. But you don't have to look, upwards. You have to see that how your progress, your competition is you yourself. You have to be better than yourself. So you can't be better than me in something, and I can't be better than you in something which you are good at. So rather than wasting time on our weaknesses, we should focus on our strength. And when you talk about English language or any other thing which you want to do in your life, if you want to pursue a passion, you always learn something every day. So there is no particular destination that after 3 years I'll be an advanced speaker and I won't make mistakes. It's not like that. You will still learn something, and there is a lot to learn actually. Even if you become an advanced speaker, like Shah Rukh Khan or maybe R. Madhavan or maybe Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Have you heard about him?
Yes,
Dr.
yes.
Shashi Tharoor from Congress. Like he's an advanced speaker, but sometimes he also makes some minor mistakes which you won't be able to catch actually because he's an advanced speaker. He was there in UK for about 10 years, right? So I don't really compete with others. I just want to be better than myself. So this is my approach, and I think it should be everyone's approach. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a really a good thought, as well as
Hmm, hmm,
while listening to this kind of words, I really inspired by you, because it's true that,
hmm.
yeah, that's true. You
Yeah,
can't be beat other. Everybody has their own problem and challenges, so you have to
absolutely.
be prepared by yourself.
In your life, you're always better than someone in something, and you're always not better. Basically, you're worse in something, and it's okay. I think now imagine if you're one of your friends plays a guitar, and you also want to learn guitar, and you're trying your best, but you're not able to play as her or him. That doesn't mean you're a bad student or maybe a bad artist. You can do something else. Maybe you can play piano better than her. So it's not about that actually. So don't follow the crowd actually. Just find your thing and excel at it. One thing.
What do
So
you
this is
think
what I.
nowadays? Parents are forcing their child to learn English
Hmm,
communication
hmm,
skills rather than their mother tongue. So, do you think it's
hmm,
good, or it's good for their career?
hmm. So what I think is my perspective towards this language is that I consider it just a language, nothing else. It is just a way of communication. It cannot determine how skillful you are, what kind of skill set you have. Now imagine if you have 10 years of experience in your domain, whatever you do, teaching, IT, hospitality, whatever. And if you can't make proper sentences, that doesn't mean you're a bad person. You don't have any experience in but you have the skills. You can't if you can't communicate, it's okay. You can learn English within a span of 6 to 1 year, like 6 months to 1 year. Like within 1 year, you can learn a lot actually, some basic things at least, better than like survival English. But you have 10 years of experience, and if you're not able to speak up somewhere, I won't think that you don't know anything because it's just a language. It's not even our first language; it's our second language, right? And people learn different languages. Like I'm learning Spanish these days through an application. Yeah, so I think English is just a language, but it's not a way. It cannot determine your full potential actually. So you
Yeah,
should
that's
always
true.
consider it as a language actually.
Yeah, we
And if
have
I talk
to.
about parents' approach, one more thing I would like to add: parents would force because they have a different psychological pattern in their mind because there's a lot of generation gap between us and our parents. So they would just accumulate some information and they will try to impose that information on you that you should go for banking exam, you should do UPSC because that has stability and respect and everything. And now, if you tell your parents that I want to become a guitarist, they will say no because they don't have any idea about how well a guitarist can earn and how passionate your child is about that skill. So they won't allow you. They would ask you to okay, get a bank job, work 9 to 5, live for Saturday Sundays, and then yes, wait for your death after some time. So that's so like most of the parents approach, but I think in a different way. I just experiment a lot of things in my life. I'm learning content writing. I'm learning photography also. I love to travel also. I'm trying to do something on that as well. And yeah, I love to talk to people as well. So that's why I'm here. So I just keep experimenting different things in my life. So this is my
Yeah,
approach
that's
actually.
amazing.
Yeah. So what about you? Do you love traveling?
Yes, I love traveling.
What all places have you explored in India so far?
I have traveled lots of places
Definitely.
to sightsee, because
Mm,
who are in Navy, they have to travel in coastal areas. So basically,
mm,
I would say like two beaches like Andaman, Goa, Kerala.
mm. What about the northern part of India, like Himachal, Uttarakhand, or maybe Jammu Kashmir?
I never visited there, but definitely one day I will go there.
Definitely. I'm also from Nainital. Have you heard about Nainital?
Nainital. Yes, I heard about this place. It's, I think, beautiful place.
I'll show you the lake. Just give me a second. Okay. Actually, I'm outside my house because of the electricity, and this is where I live exactly. I'll show you it. And you can visit this. This is like the most famous hill station. Can you see the lake?
Wow. Can you do horizontal way? Can you do it horizontally? Yeah. It's so beautiful. Yeah, full of vibrant atmosphere.
Yeah. So there's a lake just in front of my house.
Yeah.
Mm. So
Wow.
I was born in Nainital, and due to which I'm from mountains, so I really love exploring the mountain areas. I've explored almost 80% of Uttarakhand
Okay.
and 10 to 20% of Himachal. So I just love to travel. I always make sure I'm traveling at least three places in 1 year, or maybe two at
Okay,
least.
every year you are visiting.
Every area. Previously, I went to Chhattisgarh and Jaipur. This year, I've been to Himachal Pradesh, and I'm planning for Goa
Okay, that's very
because
good.
I've never seen an ocean in my life. No coastal area so far. Have you been to the coastal area ever?
Yeah, every time. Yeah, in
Yeah,
Kolkata.
you live in Kolkata. Yeah, I forgot actually. Coastal area is quite near to your place, right?
There is one place called Digha. So basically,
Dikha.
whenever yeah, Digha, it's a coastal
Mhm,
area. So
mhm.
whenever we are free, we have a little bit of spend time. So we are going to do.
How far is it from your place?
It's not that near, but it takes 3-4 hours.
3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Not that far, actually.
If you
So
are
yeah,
taking your personal vehicle like car, so it's 4 hours, 5 hours, okay. But if you are
I
going for yeah,
yeah, by personal vehicle it's 3 to 4 hours. You said, right?
yeah.
Mm. I also want to visit Kolkata and see the culture of people, and especially that Durga Puja. What's the month for that? Which month do you celebrate Durga Puja?
October.
Like before Diwali or after Diwali?
I think before,
Before
before.
Diwali. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos. The atmosphere is like very, lively. A lot of people are dancing.